But there's so many men out there acting like monsters. Mr. Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, the president.
Going into this weekend's Saturday Night Live, many were looking forward to Tiffany Haddish, the first black female stand-up comedian to host the NBC sketch series, and musical guest Taylor Swift, who just dropped her long-awaited album, Reputation. But viewers were also wondering how the show would handle the recent accusations of sexual misconduct against comedian and four-time host Louis C.K, who confirmed Friday that the claims were true. C.K was referenced by name in the cold open, and that's where we start as we take a look at the must-see moments from this week's Saturday Night Live. The show kicked off by taking aim at Roy Moore, played by Mikey Day, and the sexual misconduct allegations that have been leveled against the Republican Alabama Senate nominee. Beck Bennett's Vice President Mike Pence made this prediction about the election.
Voters in Alabama will never elect someone who's had relations with a minor.
You sure about that?
No.
Moore defended himself by blaming the left-wing media and its desire to tell sexual harassment stories. "There's a new one every day, Mike," he said. The vice president's response?
Even I heard about Louis C.K, and I'm not allowed to watch TV. I'm only allowed to listen to it.
In her opening monologue, Girls Trip breakout star Haddish said she was told to talk about hot topics. Though she didn't name-check C.K, she did take aim at the sexual harassment and assault allegations sweeping Hollywood of part of what she called TIFF'S tips.
If you got your thing out, and she got all her clothes on, you're wrong. You're in the wrong.
Sounds pretty obvious, right? Unfortunately, many men need similar tips, as we found out from new Weekend Update guest Claire from HR, an overwhelmed NBC executive who has been working non-stop in the current climate. Cecily Strong's character shared questions from her sexual harassment seminar as she quizzed co-host Colin Jost. First up, what is the appropriate way to handle a workplace relationship? The potential answers with a thinly veiled jab at Louis C.K.
A, inform someone at HR. B, lock her in a room and make her look at it. Or C, bully her out of the entire industry.
Luckily, Jost came through by picking A, to the extremely put upon Claire's great relief.
You'd be surprised how many people get that wrong. It'd make you lose your damn mind.
Taking aim at both Roy Moore and Kevin Spacey, Claire also brought up a new question she has to start asking now, giving options for when is it okay for an adult to have a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old.
A, when she's 14 but smoking a cigarette. B, 14 but it's Alabama. C, 14 but you're gay now, so hooray, how brave.
Again, Jost came through with the correct answer, never. But traumatized by having to even ask such questions, the HR warrior cleansed herself by drinking Purell. Poor Claire from HR. Weekend Update also took on President Donald Trump, who tweeted just hours ahead of the show that he would never call North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un short and fat. The post was in response to the country's foreign ministry calling Trump an old lunatic over his speech in South Korea. According to co-host Michael Che, a lot of times Donald Trump goes way over the line with his tweets, but this time...
That was pretty damn funny. I mean, look at how vain and catty he is. They're like, you lunatic old man, and he's like, old.
The show also poked fun at the Democratic National Committee with a fake ad stating, "We're back," following the party winning governor races in Virginia and New Jersey last week. Kate McKinnon's Nancy Pelosi claimed to have learned a lesson, saying, "We can't just appeal to coastal elites. We need mouth breathers from Wisconsin." The fake ad also introduced fresh new faces to the party, including former cast member Jason Sudeikis as Joe Biden, Larry David as Bernie Sanders, and McKinnon as Hillary Clinton. David referenced his controversial SNL monologue from last week when he vowed to lash out at people who don't say what's politically correct.
Like these comics out there who think it's okay to make jokes about concentration camps. That guy should rot in hell.
To watch the full sketches from this week's SNL, head to THR.com. But first, what was your favorite SNL moment, and have you found yourself wanting to wash your own mouth out with Purell recently? Let us know in the comment section, and of course, don't forget subscribe right here to THR News so you never miss an important story. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.